Wisconsin family speaking out about losing their 9-year-old after they say she participated in this so-called blackout challenge on TikTok. Now they're taking the social media giant to court and opening up to GMA about what they want other parents to know.
First of all, I don't know what a 9-year-old is doing on TikTok, and now they want to sue a social media giant for the sad death of their child. This is not going to be a good video. But let me continue.
The Arroyo family, things haven't been the same since the devastating loss of their 9-year-old daughter, Ariani.
Just the sadness I see in my son's eyes, to sing happy birthday to his sister at her grave. It's very hard for all of us, but this is the life now, like, we have to adjust to. We sat at a table of 4 chairs. We sit now at 3.
The parents speaking out exclusively to ABC News about a TikTok challenge called Blackout, in which children choke themselves until they pass out.
In which children choke themselves till they pass out. And this is the app that you let your 9-year-old child be on. Imagine, that's extremely good and interstellar parenting from your side. Oh my goodness, let me continue.
You see something online and you see people framing it as fun or a challenge or something interesting, you're sort of gamifying the particular thing and decreasing people's perception of the risks.
That's BS. That is complete and utter nonsense. If I see people doing dangerous stuff like hurting themselves in order for not only clout but risking their safety for 5 minutes of fame, I wouldn't do it either. The biggest issue is that they're doing it on an app where there's a lot of young and impressionable children. But the fact still remains that you let your 9-year-old child be on TikTok. Let me let that ring in your head. So the plot of this video is 9-year-old child on TikTok. But let's continue.
Ariani Arroyo taking part in the fatal trend last February.
We just never thought there was a darker side to, what TikTok.
That's nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. There's so much evidence out there and there's so many videos on TikTok. The fact that you don't know that this app is that bad and you are not in the loop as a parent proves as one of the reasons why your child died in the first place. Your child died because you are not only ignorant, but the fact that you are not parenting your child. The fact that you're not parenting your child is the problem. It has nothing to do with TikTok. Children see people doing dangerous stuff all the time, but not all of us try and mimic them and imitate them.
Allows on its platform.
We don't want no other children out there to be the statistic of this situation again.
A TikTok.
Then your children shouldn't be on TikTok in the first place. Plain and simple. Don't allow kids on TikTok.
A spokesperson referring ABC News to a statement the company released last year about the challenge, saying it predates the platform and has never been part of a TikTok trend.
That's true. That is 100% true. Because I remember when I was a very young child, this was back in the early 2000s, when people were still making internet videos with camcorders and cameras. There were no cell phones. People were not making videos and doing TikToks and stuff. Everything was made with a camera and was posted onto YouTube. Handheld social media and stuff was not there. If anyone wanted to see something, they would have gone to the internet. It was something called the choking game.
The Pass Out Challenge, also known as Flatliner, and the choking game shows teenagers and children filming themselves using temporary asphyxia to get high.
It was where people would choke out other people or themselves until they would pass out. And this is exactly, TikTok said it predates TikTok. So people have known about this for a while. News outlets made news articles about this. So the fact that you don't know that this exists is stupid, because I remember there being a choking game when I was a child and none of us participated in it. Why? Because it was dangerous. But let me continue.
Remain vigilant in our commitment to user safety and would immediately remove related content if found. Our deepest sympathies go out to the family for their tragic loss.
And another thing is, TikTok is not responsible for parenting your kids. You need to parent your kids better. TikTok is a platform. TikTokers are the creators. two totally different paradigms and spectrums of where you'd want to hold responsible. TikTok is not responsible for parenting your kids, as I said before. This is like saying that if someone who's drunk drives drunk and causes a 30-40 car pileup because they're having emotional issues or just because they wanted to have a good time, are you gonna blame the road? Are you gonna blame the road conditions for you crashing? No, you're gonna blame the drunk driver. You're going to blame the person who perpetuates this behavior. And unfortunately, the kids are the guinea pigs in this situation. TikTok can nullify all responsibility. But anyway, I digress.
The Arroyos now calling for justice. The grieving family filing a lawsuit earlier this month against TikTok.
This is the case.
As I said before, it's not TikTok's responsibility to parent your kids. The only reason why you want to sue TikTok is because you don't want to take responsibility and accountability for your child's death. You let your 9-year-old child on that platform. No one else told you to let your 9-year-old child on the platform. I don't know why everyone wants to let kids be on social media these days when it's clearly extremely dangerous for them and it's not a safe place. There's predators, there's harmful content, there's gaslighting, manipulation. There's so many things that are not good for your children on social media. And at 9 years old, your child should still have a nap time. Your child should like candy, should still believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy. Simple things like that are what a 9-year-old child's mind is supposed to be in. But no. Today's media and today's technology has gotten up to so much to a point where every child is walking around with a smartphone. And honestly speaking, you bought your child that smartphone, you got your child that internet connection, and you let your child on that app. So stop blaming the social media app. Blame yourself. You are the parent.
It's about saving kids. Well, the most important thing is just how deadly this TikTok blackout challenge is, and how predictable it was.
This latest incident, not the only case that has surfaced from the TikTok challenge. Last July, Texas 8-year-old Leilani Walton was also found dead from recreating the short video. And in Pennsylvania, a 10-year-old girl died last December after attempting that very same TikTok challenge.
I think so much of this is talking to kids, especially young kids, about the transition from the virtual world to reality. That basically what they see online, just like cartoons or movies, may not actually be real.
But for the Arroyos, their plan to continue to live their lives honoring their daughter.
I don't know how I feel about that. They're just two stupid people who had a child that is unfortunately dead because of their negligence. And my condolences go out to the family and to an extremely beautiful young girl who had a whole life ahead of her, but because of the negligence of her parents and because of the impressionable mindset of a young child, she's dead now because of a silly TikTok trend that was created by someone else who was anyway.
I live every day of my life in her honor, because every day of my life as a mother, I'm surviving the day, because this is not easy.
She's lying. First of all, she's lying. She has to live every day realizing that it's her fault that her child died because of her ignorance and negligence. You need to monitor your kids, people. And that's the sad truth about this, is that she needs to be reminded every day that her child was taken away from something stupid on the internet. The internet is playing a huge part in everyone's lives right now. And that's the sad part about it. And essentially now they have to live with the consequences of what they've done. Knowing that their child didn't commit suicide, knowing that their child was not kidnapped or murdered or whatever, but simply died just because of a TikTok trend that they chose to do. So you need to take responsibility for your kids, people.
You wake up every day and know that your little girl is never coming back. You're never going to hear her voice. You're never going to see her smile or hear her say, "I love you."
And you see her room there still in place.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway guys, this is controversial signing off saying people parent your kids better. Stop finding reasons to blame everyone else for parenting your kids. You are the one who consented to having kids. You are the one who wanted to start a family. You are the one who is responsible for your kids. Who else do you think is going to look after your kids? The education system, the police force, the emergency services? No. It's your decision. If you are not ready to be a parent and you're not ready for the responsibility, don't force the hand. Don't force anyone's hand. But anyway, guys, this is controversial, signing off, saying goodbye.